Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tim Dillon Show, our final audio-only episode ever. Is that a lie? But it is. The tour is over. We're back in our studio in America soon, but we're here today from the lovely city of Brisbane, Australia, by the Steve Irwin Zoo. You know him, the crocodile hunter who died tragically when he was, what do you say, harpooned? Or what did he? He got...
Well, it went up under his rib cage into his heart.
And they stuck
him.
Mm-hmm. What do I want to say here? I want to say a praying mantis, but that's not what did it.
Well, there's a manta ray and then there's a stingray.
Manta ray or stingray. Which one of the rays got Steve Irwin, conservationist, Australian legend? His family keeps his name.
It was a stingray barb, and that was at the Great Barrier Reef outside Port Douglas. Right
That's
there.
where we're going.
Yeah, I know.
We're going right there.
Yeah.
We're extending our trip a few days to go to see the beautiful, oldest rainforest in the world. Right where Steve Irwin met his untimely, tragic demise at the hands of a stingray. And his family carries on his legacy, and nothing's come out about Steve Irwin. This isn't Jimmy Savile. We don't have any problems here. Steve Irwin was a conservationist who cared about the animals. And that's why Whitney Cummings, my friend Whitney Cummings, stand-up comedian, when me and you go to a lovely open-range zoo. It's never enough for the animal freaks, by the way. It's never enough for these sick fucks. Anything less than animals coming in their bed at night and fucking them makes them unhappy. If the animals are in cages, they're unhappy, which I get. But if you put the animals on a big range, they don't like it either. So we post a photo of me and you feeding kangaroos at the Werribee Open Range Zoo. And Whitney Cummings, animal advocate, or just, you could leave off the word advocate, comments on my Instagram and goes, "Welcome to the dark side." Because her contention is that all of the animals are drugged in those zoos, safaris. They're all drugged and they're being tortured on a daily basis. That is her contention. I don't know if that's true. I don't believe that. I met a lot of people, including that guy Paul, that love these animals and are caring for them and are bringing them back from the brink of extinction. And the animals didn't seem drugged. I also don't think it's morally wrong to give them a pick-me-up if they wanted a pick-me-up. How drugged is humanity? I mean, if an animal needs a little get up and go, I don't see a problem with that. But Whitney's constantly on the animals are on drugs. The animals are, you know who I think is on drugs. But the point is that this incessant shaming and attacking of the zoo industry, I can't get behind. I can't get behind it. Not with the people that I've met that deeply care about the animals. From what I've observed in my 5 to 10 minute interactions with these people. In the 3 to 4 minutes that I have spent talking to these people, and I won't ever speak to them again, but in those 3 minutes, they did not hit an animal in front of me. He didn't punch a koala bear. We didn't walk in, and the koala bears are drugged up anyway. They eat the leaves. They sleep 20 hours a day. They don't care where they sleep. Mm-hmm. Let them sleep somewhere that's going to make a little money. They don't care. You leave them in the wild, they just get torched because of that fire. I hope that fire doesn't ruin any of this rainforest trip. I hope, I got to be honest, I don't want to see ruins here. So I want to be, and we're staying at a and it was very important for me. when I visit a natural area is luxury. That's the first thing, because I don't really care about nature and I don't want to really be near it in a way where it could impact me negatively in any way. My main concern is luxury. I want the animals, insects to know that we are the boss. And in some of these expeditions, like when I was younger, I wanted to go to the Brazilian Amazon. I've always wanted to go to the Amazon River because there are great animals, the sloth, the anaconda, the black panther, the bottlenose dolphin, many parrots. They have a great place called the Meeting of the Waters where the Rio Negro and the Rio Salome meet. One is the color of Nestle Quick chocolate milk. The other is the color of like a dark brew espresso. And I think, or maybe it's reddish. Maybe it's more reddish. They slam up against each other. And because of the silt gradient in the water, they don't mix. It's like I don't know if it's one of the wonders of the world. Yeah, I'm right. I don't think it's one of the wonders of the world, but it is an amazing thing to see. And I've always wanted to see it. But you need a lot of inoculations. You need like 19 vaccines because you can still get leprosy in Brazil, which is not fun. Also, I mean, that's why Americans are going to Brazil. I mean, forget it. I mean, look at what with the COVID vaccine. That was a big, How great would it be if just Rogan had a guy on telling people why not to take the leprosy vaccine? You can get over leprosy if you're not fat. But I always wanted to go to Brazil. When I was younger, I want to go camping. I want to do but as I get older, I realize that it is important to be dominant over the creatures and the landscape. It is. And it's Western, and I'm a Westerner. And I'm unashamed of civilization. And if you don't like civilization, you can fuck off. Like all these people in Melbourne that put Narm or Narn or whatever it is, which is the original indigenous name for the land, and they put that in their fucking dating app profile, and they think that's going to that means something. Cut it out. Cut it out. I'm a Westerner. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not marching into the Capitol, but I'm also like, what's important to me on a trip that involves nature is that it involves nature. It is not centered around nature. Because nature, like Woody Allen had a great line, I am two with nature. Like, for me, it's like, the woman said to me, what kind of expeditions, because this hotel wants to plan the expeditions that you go on. Are you interested in hiking? I said, well, not really. But we want to go to the ice cream shop, the Daintree Creamery, because it's famous for making ice creams out of tropical fruits. So I said, arrange that. She goes, well, I don't know if that's really an expedition. I said, well, that's the expedition today. So arrange that. Get the driver and get us in the car to the fucking creamery. And we'll take a river cruise. And we'll look at the crocodiles and a few things. And we'll do some light hiking, maybe jump in a swimming hole. But again, the main goal for me here is to be really impressed by the hotel. Not so much the nature. Yes, the nature is going to be breathtaking. But the hotel is important to me. I want to feel safe. I want to feel cared for. I want to know that if animals threaten me at all, they will be killed on the spot. Ditto people. I want to feel like an American traveling abroad. I want to feel like I have total dominance over the natural landscape. I am uninterested in any spiritual. They go, well, it's a very spiritual area. Well, I'll be the judge of that. And I have no interest in that. Yes, it is the world's oldest living rainforest, so they say. My main goal here is that the room has a private plunge pool. Like in White Lotus, that guy who went nuts, I get it. I totally get that. But we do. We have a private pool. I will throw a fit if there is not a private pool. I do not care how beautiful it is. It does not matter to me. We're going to get the Pavilion Suite, which is the best suite in the rainforest. This is how I want to enjoy the rainforest. I want to enjoy it. We have a private chef that is doing a 4-course meal. If it is a 3-course meal, I will light acres of that rainforest on fire with a Marlboro Light myself. I am paying for luxury. I am paying for luxury. I do not care. Do not sing me songs. Do not tell me about the old ways of the indigenous people. I don't care about unlocking their secrets. It is of no value to me. Okay? Unless they know how to fucking bid on a house in Calabasas and get it fucking finally, so I stop losing out to the Chinese. I don't need to know about their fucking, how they made a flute out of a log. I have no interest. So unless they can advise me how to beat the Chinese in the hills because I keep losing, then it's not a problem. And again, does this make me sound like an offensive American? Perhaps. But I don't think it does. You're much more into this shit than I am with the nature and all this shit, right?
Well, I want to see that little baby monkey.
Oh, cut this shit.
You liked the koalas. I wanted to see the koalas. You said koalas suck.
They do suck. They're not showmen. Animals are supposed to jump up and down and throw balls and ride jet skis. And we're paying money. The thing's asleep. What if I slept on a stage for an hour? There'd be a riot. The koalas are not funny. They're not interesting. They have no personality. They're cute. They're like actors that are just hot and they have jobs because they're hot. People like the koalas. They're cuddly. They are vicious, nasty animals. They're ungrateful. People move them off the roads to not get killed. And what do? They make that disgusting sound. They go, ooh, ooh, ooh. They are ungrateful animals. Fuck them. Get them out of here. Yeah, they're cute. You like little cute animals. I like animals that have careers, that put on a show.
You wanted to see the kangaroo much more than I did.
I like the kangaroo that does things. It punches people. It hops. It does things. The koala does nothing. The guy scratches its back. It turns around. It gives us a brief look. We take a photo. That's $50. I could have uploaded that. I could have copied and pasted that. I didn't have to drive there. But you really like little cute animals and seeing things.
Yeah. I mean, by the way, you briefly mentioned we're going to get in a swimming hole in the rainforest.
There's a swimming hole, yes.
Is it safe?
I would imagine there's no crocs in a swimming hole.
There's no snakes and stuff up there?
Well, I don't know about that. But I assume the snakes that are there work for the resort.
Good.
The animals should be working for the resort. This is a resort experience. I'm not backpacking through the rainforest to commune with the ancient spirits. I have no interest in that. If the scrambled eggs aren't fluffy, I'm going to be loud. Santal's coming. We're going to smoke. We're not going to partake in any physical strenuous activity if it bothers us, even to the slightest degree. Oh, walk up that hill, you get to see a view. Fuck off. You do it and take a photo of it. Show it to me on your iPhone. The swimming hole, Mossman Gorge, I imagine is safe. I believe it's safe. I mean, we already died once here in a fucking riptide.
I know.
So a swimming hole, it's a nice little hole in the water where we will sit and probably smoke cigarettes and look at the wildlife. And I would like if, and again, if this was like an Island of Dr. Moreau situation where I put on a white